It's morning in the can dump. Julie already found part of a crucible. More crucible parts. Some have been used, you can tell by the glazing. So not a whole lot in the can dump so far. Bunch of more crucible parts down here. Ouch. All this looks like it came from a kiln somewhere. Oh, Julie's on top of a nice waste rock pile. There's a very old wooden water tank. And there's another very old wooden water tank. Apparently there's a spring here of some sort with this greenery right here. Looks like a explosives magazine up that way. This is looking down from above the mill. Apparently there was some sort of a tram here that started here with a hoist and trammed the ore down to the top of the mill where they would have started the milling process. And it would have come from over here. There were tracks over here. That would have hauled the ore over to the top of the mill and then down that ground tram. Well, that's looking out over a nice waste pile and some equipment mounts, explosives magazine right there, and obviously some water maybe coming out of this mine. It might be flooded, we don't know, but right here looks to be a possible eroded shut adit. Let's see if we can dig a little bit and get a light in there to see.
It's slow progress, but
I got my little shovel. I got the big shovel in the Jeep. I just trying to get enough to get a light in there to see if this thing's open. Yeah, slow progress. But what else do I have to do today?
not much. All right, we'll check back with you in a little while.
So there are some nice looking specimens of vein material up here. A lot of quartz. Big, little, and in between. We're going to head up this canyon. See what we find. Well, all the way down this whole little draw that we're coming up has been an incredible amount of quartz. And I think it's coming from right over here. Looks like this has been work done right there. Looks like there's a large outcropping. Let's go a little closer, see what we find. Wow, some of this stuff sure does look good. Looks like gold to me. Right here. And silver. Gold and silver just oozing out of there. Another one of those views that just can't be beat. So Julie and I are up quite a ways up this canyon. It's only 10 o'clock and we're both hotter than heck. This looks like it was an old cabin here, which is now collapsed. I believe that's a waste rock pile ahead of us. Let's go see if we can find where that came from. Well, once again, there must be a little water coming out of this mine because there's a good amount of vegetation right there. Haven't been back to see if it's an open portal or not. Let's get the classic view of off the end of the waste rock pile. Looks like there was track out here. Always fun to look over the edge of the waste rock. This cabin or whatever it was over here. That trail goes quite a ways over that way to the left here. Not sure what else is over there. So look at this quartz vein right above this portal. I knocked down some bushes here. And it looks like you might be able to get in there and have an opening. Let's go look. I hear somebody coming. Who is it? It's Julie.
It's a mine monster. I feel like I'm coming through the jungle.
Yeah, it's a little jungly. Must be some water that comes out of here on occasion. Watch your head. That's a little different, no timbering.
Wet.
Was that water?
It's all water.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. A little bit of water near the portal collecting. Look at the little box. I wonder what that was. It was hinged. It smells a little wet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured there was some water in here with that vegetation growing on the outside. Here's a chute. So there's obviously something up above.
It's really wet there now.
Well, we're working our way across the mountain to another area where there's supposed to be something going on. Little structure here. That might have been an outhouse. About the size of one. For that cabin right there. Wow, look at that view. Look at the trail wall all the way over there. That's where we're headed. What a trail. Well, you have to admire these old miners that used to roam these hills carrying their stuff on their back or having their burros carrying stuff with a pack string. It really is fun to retrace their steps through these hills. Boy, look at those mineral veins over there standing on end. I think there's a talc mine over there. At least that's what it looked like from a distance. And I see a white seam over there. Man, look at this. How cool is that view? Unbelievable, isn't it? Look at this huge space, nobody around. Unbelievable. And the trail just keeps going. Let's go check out this old gold mine. Big portal here. No timbering. Let's stop and let our eyes adjust for a sec. It's always hard when you walk into a dark mine on a bright sunny day. You can't see anything when you first get in there. Goes back a little ways. I believe it's a gold mine. I think it's a quartz vein somewhere here. Or there's a quartz vein. Or there was. Looks like there was some ventilation hanging here. I see a wire on a nail. No track. There probably was track. Boy, it's a spacious drift, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
One of their hangars. I don't have anything to describe, so I'm not saying anything. Changes here a little bit, doesn't
I was
it?
gonna say, it just changed.
Oh, it sure did.
Look at it.
Well, at least we're going to get to see a few colorful minerals. Here's the rat's nest. They take those fluffy little flower things from out in the desert and bring them in here. And cushion their nests. This has a lead look to it here to me, but it's probably a gold mine. At least from the waste pile, it looked like it had quite a bit of quartz, rusty looking quartz in it. Is that a bird?
Yeah, looked like it.
Parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
Lily of the valley. There's some more interesting mineralization. Over here too. Warming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not sure.
Death Valley Scotty. Jokers. They sure took a lot of material out of here, didn't they, to make this drift even. Yeah, it's 10 feet tall almost. 8 to 10 in places. Well, we gotta be approaching about 1,000 feet long, I would say. No chutes, no timbering. Gotta believe we're getting close to the end. Wasn't a huge waste pile outside. Decent though. It all depends on how much they hauled off too. I always am reminded by the some of the waste piles around Randsburg where they said there were no waste piles. Everything that came out of the mine was hauled off.
Here's the stinker.
Yeah, we were smelling something. What is that? It's a fox again, yep. There's a dead fox. We did smell something. So this is going to be the face of this too. I wonder why that fox comes in here to die. It's not like it could get lost. But I suppose foxes have to die somewhere. That's the face. We are working our way back out. Another dead fox at the end of the mine. It's a little pocket that they've taken out. Here's this spot again. There's a dead snake, an old dehydrated dead snake. Part of him anyway. Man, lots of nice rocks around this parts. They're everywhere. And some big ones and little ones. Pink quartz. There are a series of workings on all the way down this line here that line up with that large waste pile down there. Look what I see sticking out of the ground. An old drill bit, not a knockoff style, and it's a square one too. See if we can get it out. Well, I got it out. It's about a 3-footer, maybe a little more.
Nice.
I'll leave it over here for a souvenir.
Okay.
Here's a little cabin that's built into the earth. So it's built into the hill. Little door on it. It had a sign on there. Don't know what the sign said. It had a lock and a latch. It's only about 6 by 8 maybe. And it had 2 planks for a bed here. So it had a little stove. Probably a little looks like it was maybe an oil stove converted to wood. Got a little pantry shelving here. A hanger or two or three. A hook on the wall. And there's this button. Still actually a nice little stove. There's part of a shirt down there, it looks like.